Good morning, and welcome to your myCalPERS account for retirees, beneficiaries, and survivors. Before we get to the main presentation, let's take care of some housekeeping items. To provide you with a future reference and make your note-taking easier, we've provided a presentation learning guide. You'll see the link to the learning guide in the YouTube description box. Please note that due to the large number of participants, although the chat feature is active, we won't be able to respond to member questions during this presentation. If you have any questions, please contact us directly. Today we'll discuss registering for and the different features of myCalPERS for retirees, beneficiaries, and survivors, as well as features useful to all members. We'll begin by showing you where to register for your myCalPERS account if you haven't already done so. Those eligible to register for a myCalPERS account include active and inactive members, retired members, beneficiaries and survivors, and those who have funds on file or are receiving a monthly benefit due to a community property case. To access myCalPERS, select the Login to myCalPERS button in the upper right-hand corner of our website. You can also find the myCalPERS page directly at my.calpers.ca.gov. If you've never registered before, select the Member Registration button and follow the prompts to activate your account. Once you have your username and password, return to this page to log in. Now that you know how to register, let's take a look at some of the different features you may have access to in your myCalPERS account. The features available are different depending on what category you're in and the benefits you're entitled to. We're first going to take a look at the possible features if you're a retiree, survivor, or beneficiary, and then we'll discuss what all members can view. The home page for those receiving a monthly check from CalPERS will look similar to this. The top section shows your net amount, gross amount, and total deductions for your monthly check. There are also helpful links to change the payment destination, update your direct deposit account, view the retirement check paydays, view your retirement benefit statements, and change your tax withholding. If you scroll further down on your home page, you'll find additional links to add or change beneficiaries, find your CalPERS ID, request verification of income or Social Security breakdown letters, or view your statements. We're going to go through each of these drop-down tabs and the features of each. We'll hold off on discussing the Education drop-down until we discuss the features available to all members. We're going to start with the Retirement drop-down tab. This includes your benefit summary, service credit purchase, payment options, beneficiaries, tax withholding, and change retirement benefit. On the Benefit Summary page, you'll find the net amount of your check, membership date, benefit effective date, and option elected. If you've purchased service credit, you'll see the Service Credit Purchase page. You can find purchase details such as your estimated remaining payments, balance, and the estimated number of remaining payments. You may also be able to request a balance due letter to pay off your balance. The Payment Options page allows you to enroll in or change your direct deposit. Your beneficiaries for any lump sum benefits can be changed at any time on the Beneficiaries page. For retirees, the Beneficiaries page will also show you your lifetime beneficiary if you chose an option that provides for a monthly benefit. It's important to know that you can only make a change to your lifetime beneficiary with a qualifying event. I'll show you where to make that request in a few minutes. On the Tax Withholdings page, you can view and change your federal and California state taxes. So how do you change your tax withholding? In this case, I'm going to change my federal tax withholding by selecting the Change Your Federal Withholding button. I want to change my federal taxes from married with 1 allowance to married with 0 allowances plus an additional withholding of $50. Then select Calculate and Continue. A new box appears that asks you to confirm your new deduction amount. If you agree, select Continue. If you don't agree, select Close to make any corrections. You must agree to the electronic signature agreement and must authorize your tax withholding changes. When you check both boxes, select the Sign and Submit button. When you've made your changes, you'll receive a confirmation with the effective date of your changes. If you have any questions about what you should be withholding, you should speak with a tax professional. Last in retirement is Change Retirement Benefit. For retirees, the ability to change your retirement option and lifetime beneficiary is limited as there are only certain qualifying events that allow for such a change. You can estimate the cost of your benefit if you were to change your option or lifetime beneficiary, and if you're ready to proceed, you can submit the application online. Depending on your life event, there are supporting documents that will also be required. For more information on changing your option or lifetime beneficiary after retirement, read Publication 98, Changing Your Beneficiary or Monthly Benefit After Retirement. What's shown under the Health drop-down tab depends on the health or dental benefits you're enrolled in. If you're a school or public agency member, your employer may not contract for CalPERS health benefits, and you won't see this tab. Check with your employer regarding health and dental into retirement. If you're eligible for health benefits through CalPERS, the next few slides apply to you. The health plan summary page shows your current health plan and your former employer's share of the premium. If you have dental through the state or California State University, you'll also see the dental plan you're enrolled in, as well as your and your former employer's share of the premium. Further down on the page shows who is currently enrolled on your health and dental plans. And if you have a qualifying event, you can enroll a dependent on your plan. Use our Search Health Plans tool to find health plans available in your area. You can search for your doctor and can compare plan premiums and different features such as physician services, prescription drugs, chiropractic care, and more. During open enrollment, retirees are able to make changes to their health enrollment under the Open Enrollment drop-down tab. In addition to changing your plan, you can add or delete dependents or cancel your health plan. Let's talk about the Statements drop-down tab. You may see health plan statements, retirement benefit statements, tax statements, and request a document. If you're the subscriber enrolled in health benefits through us, you can download your health plan statements. It's available shortly before open enrollment begins and contains the health plan you're currently enrolled in, your gross premium, the following year's gross premium, and the persons enrolled on your health plan. Whether your check is direct deposited or mailed, you have a benefit statement. These statements include your gross and net amounts and contain your itemized deductions. Notice this person has more than one check. They have a service retirement check and some death benefits. The system defaulted to the service retirement check, but to see a statement for one of the death benefit checks, select the radio button for the check statement you'd like to view and select the search button. The statement for that benefit will appear. The next type of statement that appears is your 1099-R tax statements. You're able to download 1099-Rs all the way back to 2008 if you've been receiving a benefit since then. Last in statements is Request a Document. Retirees and other monthly payees are able to request either a verification of income or Social Security breakdown letter. The verification of income letter is available to those receiving a monthly benefit from us, including retirees, survivors, beneficiaries, and those receiving a monthly payment due to a community property case. The verification of income letter includes your CalPERS ID, your base allowance, and any cost of living adjustment amounts. For those receiving a Medicare reimbursement or the Purchasing Power Protection Allowance adjustment, those amounts will not appear on this letter. The Social Security breakdown letter is available to those receiving a monthly benefit and includes a breakdown of your income from us earned between specific dates, for example, July 1, 2006 through August 31, 2010. Social Security may request this type of letter for a few reasons. First, if you applied for a Social Security benefit but didn't let them know you're receiving a CalPERS pension. Second, your CalPERS contribution information was overlooked when Social Security processed your Social Security benefit application. And last, an audit was performed on your Social Security account and it's discovered that you're receiving a CalPERS pension. To request either the verification of income or the Social Security breakdown letter, select the radio button for the letter you need and select Continue. If you've sent a letter to someone previously and need to send an updated letter, you can select them from the Previous Recipient drop-down. If you have a new recipient, enter their name and complete mailing address, then select Continue. Confirm the information requested and the recipient information. Tell us if you want us to send the letter to the recipient on your behalf. If you'd like us to mail it for you, the letter will also be placed in your letter request history. If you don't want us to mail the letter, we'll place it in your letter request history only. You must also check the box authorizing us to release this information, then select the Submit Letter Request button. Once you've completed your request, Download the letter by selecting the PDF under the Document Request column. There are features in myCalPERS that everyone with an account can see. The Education drop-down tab includes publications, classes, appointments, and events. Download all of our publications under Publications. You can sort by most popular, still working, planning retirement, already retired, health, general information, or by publication number. Find our online and instructor-led classes in the Classes page. If you'd like to attend an instructor-led class, choose the class and regional office, and you'll be provided with the available dates and times. If you'd rather take an online class, select the Start button for the class you'd like to view. The classes are broken down into several modules so you can view a few, take a break, and come back at a later time. The awesome thing about the online classes is that you can view them at any time. Schedule an appointment either virtually or in person at one of our 8 regional offices on the Appointments page. You're able to schedule appointments for a variety of reasons, including account services, service or disability retirement, or health benefits. Once you've chosen the appointment reason and the regional office you'd like to visit, you'll be provided with the dates and times available. Last in Education is the Events page. This is where you can register for any upcoming CalPERS Benefits Education events, otherwise known as CBEs. The CBEs are designed to help you understand your CalPERS benefits and also include representatives from our partnering organizations, such as Social Security and our health plans. I want to take you back to the home page. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll find My Account and Messages. When you select the My Account drop-down, you'll find your profile, contact information, security settings, mailing preferences, make a payment, and health demographic profile. The profile page shows some basic information about you, but most importantly, it shows you your CalPERS ID number. Use your CalPERS ID in place of your Social Security number when calling us or when submitting forms or documents to us. When you're receiving a monthly benefit from us, you're able to change your address on the contact information page. Everyone can change their phone number or email address. On the Security Settings page, you can change your password. If you need to change your username, you'll need to call us at 888-CalPERS, which is 888-225-7377. Multi-factor authentication is required as an additional layer of security. You can also enable an authenticator app instead of receiving a text, phone call, or email with a verification code. Mailing preferences is where you tell us if you'd like to go paperless or if you'd prefer to receive things by mail. Those receiving a monthly benefit from us can change their preference for their benefit statements. If you have CalPERS health benefits, you can change your preference for the health plan statement. Help us serve you better by creating your health demographic profile. Everyone should have equal opportunity to live the healthiest life possible. By completing your health demographic profile in myCalPERS, you're helping us to better understand our members and work towards better health outcomes for all. Finally, let's talk about messages, also found in the upper right-hand corner of your account. Messages allows you to send a secure message to us for information specific to your situation. You'll also see previously sent or received messages. We're able to respond to most messages within 5 business days. When we respond to your message, we will receive an email letting you know you have a new message. Our presentation today was intended to give you an understanding of your myCalPERS account for retirees, beneficiaries, and survivors. To reinforce the information you've received today, I encourage you to take one of our member education classes. Enroll in your myCalPERS account under Education. Please note that CalPERS is governed by the Public Employees Retirement Law. The information in this video is general. The retirement law is complex and subject to change. If there is a conflict between the law and the information presented in this video, any decisions will be based on the law. Later today, you'll receive an email with a short evaluation. Please answer all of the questions, as it's important for us to get your feedback to help us improve these presentations. Thank you for taking time out of your day to attend this presentation, and have a great day.